Welcome to our video, where we'll be exploring the limitations of Tkinter when it comes to building CAD programs. If you're interested in creating graphical user interfaces or working with computer-aided design software, this topic is essential for you. In today's discussion, we'll delve into the world of Tkinter, a Python library used for GUI development, and examine its capabilities and limitations when applied to CAD programming. As we navigate through this video, we'll cover the key aspects of Tkinter, including its strengths and weaknesses, and discuss how these factors impact its suitability for building CAD software. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what Tkinter can and cannot do in the context of CAD development, allowing you to make informed decisions when choosing tools for your project. So let's dive into our discussion. Tkinter is a powerful library that provides a simple way to create GUIs in Python. However, when it comes to building complex applications like CAD software, several limitations come into play. One major limitation of Tkinter is its lack of built-in support for advanced graphics and 3D rendering. While it can handle basic shapes and lines, creating intricate designs or models becomes increasingly difficult due to the library's limited capabilities in this area. Another significant constraint is the performance overhead associated with using a GUI toolkit like Tkinter. As your application grows in complexity, you may encounter issues with responsiveness and speed, which can be detrimental to the user experience. Additionally, Tkinter's event-driven programming model can make it challenging to implement complex interactions and behaviors required by CAD software. Managing multiple events, updates, and redraws efficiently becomes a significant challenge when working with large datasets or intricate design. To better understand these limitations, let's consider an analogy. Imagine building a house using Lego blocks. Tkinter is like having a set of basic blocks that can be used to create simple structures. But as you try to build more complex designs, the blocks become increasingly inadequate. You might need specialized blocks with unique shapes or functions, which are not readily available in the standard set. Similarly, when working on CAD software, you often require advanced tools and features that go beyond what Tkinter can provide out of the box. In such cases, you may need to resort to using external libraries, custom implementations, or even alternative GUI toolkits, which can add complexity and overhead to your project. So, what are the essential points to remember from our discussion? Here's a quick recap. Tkinter has limitations when it comes to advanced graphics and 3D rendering. The library's performance can be impacted by complex applications like CAD software. Event-driven programming in Tkinter can make it challenging to implement intricate interactions. Keep these in mind as you consider using Tkinter for your next project. While the library is incredibly useful for simple GUI development, its limitations should be carefully weighed against the requirements of your specific use case. That's all for today's video on the limitations of Tkinter when building CAD programs. We hope this discussion has provided valuable insights into the capabilities and constraints of this popular Python library. If you have any questions or comments regarding our discussion, please don't hesitate to share them in the comments below. Your feedback is essential in helping us create more informative and engaging content for you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos on software development, programming, and related topics. We look forward to engaging with you further and exploring more exciting topics together.